Hello, spacefarers, specifically Mass Effect fans, but also anybody who is into science fiction. Congratulations, you have just stumbled across the midway point of Season 2 of the Mass Effect Headcanon project. For those of you who have been here every step of the way, I see you there, you wonderful human beings, and I'd just like to take this moment to thank you all for your unwavering support of this channel and this lowly little Mass Effect journey of ours. We have just reached a significant crossroads in the story. We are still missing one of our main squad mates, but after a recent and tense recruitment mission involving one of Shepard's former adversaries, we are beginning to lose our composure more frequently, as this poor Solarian labourer can attest to.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
So the Elusive Man has a job for us. Hopefully it's going to break up the day-to-day monotony of current life aboard the Normandy. Let's go check it out.
The Elusive Man wishes to speak to you in the debriefing room, Commander.
Patching the Elusive Man through, Commander.
Shepard, we caught a break. I intercepted a distress call from a Turian patrol. They stumbled onto a collector ship beyond the Corliss system. The Turians were wiped out, but not before they crippled the collector vessel. I need you to board that ship and get some hard data on the collectors. Find us a way to get to their homeworld.
Alrighty, Timmy, what can you tell me?
Hard to imagine how a Turian patrol could take out a collector ship.
Reports indicate the hull's intact, but all systems seem to be offline. They could be making repairs as we speak. I'm not saying it won't be dangerous, but we can't let an opportunity like this slip by.
If they had a patrol out there, why aren't the Turians sending a recon team in?
They will, eventually. But I intercepted the transmissions. In the meantime, we're feeding them false reports. You're close enough that you can be in and out before the Turians learn the truth.
Are you sure this information is good?
Information is my weapon, Shepard. It's good.
Send me the coordinates and I'll take care of it.
Already sent. Once you're aboard the ship, establish an uplink with EDI. She'll mine their data for information regarding the Omega-4 relay. Good luck, Shepard.
Coordinates punched in. Let's go find us a collector ship.
I do have to say, I'm not particularly fond of the sketchy nature of this mission. I don't quite like withholding information from the Turians.
We have a visual on the collector ship, Commander.
Very low emissions. Passive infrared temperatures suggest most systems are offline. Thrusters are cold.
That thing is massive. How the hell did the Turians take it out?
Excellent question, Joker. Excellent question.
LADAR scans do not detect any hull breaches on the side facing us. I detect no Mass Effect field distortions. It appears the drive core is offline.
Rendezvous in 30 seconds, Commander. Good luck.
Weirdest looking ship I've ever seen.
Looks like a giant insect hive.
Penetrating scans have detected an access node to uplink with collector databanks. Marking location to your hardsuit computer.
This mission does such a great job of creating an unsettling atmosphere.
Shepard, I've compared the ship's EM signature to known collector profiles. It is the vessel you encountered on Horizon.
Maybe the defense towers softened it for the Turians.
The colonists might be on board. If they're still alive.
These are the same containers the collectors used on Horizon. Only these are empty.
Can't imagine that. Trapped in there at the mercy of the collectors.
Throughout the series, even as far back as Season 1, I've commented on how Mass Effect leans into several different subgenres of horror. Cosmic horror, body horror, classic horror. This place leans into all of those elements.
This looks bad. Bodies just left here. They're just things to the collectors.
They could have been used for testing. If they were a control group, they would have been discarded at the end of the experiment.
The choice I'm going with is savage but true. We all knew this wasn't going to be pretty. Come on guys, let's hold it together. We can't help them now.
They're dead. Nothing we can do. Keep moving.
It's very similar to a decision I made when speaking with Caden way back in the very first mission on Eden Prime. I strongly believe sentimentality is something that must be kept out of a situation like this. Work now, reflect later.
That's a collector. Were they experimenting on one of their own?
Edie, I'm uploading the data from this terminal. See if you can figure out what they were up to.
Data received. Analyzing. The collectors were running baseline genetic comparisons between their species and humanity.
I'd say I'd be more concerned with why the hell they're doing that rather than what the results are.
Are they looking for similarities?
I have no hypothesis on their motivations. All I have are the preliminary results. They reveal something remarkable. A quad-strand genetic structure identical to traces collected from ancient ruins. Only one race is known to have this structure, the Protheans.
Okay, yes, we believe them extinct, but them turning out to be the collectors is easily the more shocking revelation.
My god. The Protheans didn't vanish. They're just working for the Reapers now.
These are no longer Prothean, Shepard. Their genes show distinct signs of extensive genetic rewrite. The Reapers have repurposed them to suit their needs.
You'd think somebody would have picked up on this.
No one has had an opportunity to study a collective genetic code in this detail. I've already matched 2,000 alleles to recorded fragments. This collector likely descends from a Prothean colony in the Styx Theta cluster. But there are signs of extreme alteration. 3 fewer chromosomes. Reduced heterochromatin structure. Elimination of superfluous junk sequences.
This truly is a sad and perverse fate, especially considering how enigmatic the Protheans are to the people of the Milky Way galaxy. But in true Mykul Shepard dramatic form, I'm going to have to say that they'd be better off dead.
I wouldn't want to live as some kind of mutated slave. Killing a collector is probably doing it a favor. Whatever they used to be, the collectors work for the Reapers now, and we still have to stop them.
They're not doing to us what they did to the Protheans.
Let's find what we need before the collectors come to salvage this vessel. Move out.
Oh yes, finally! We get our advanced weapon training. Now, in the first Mass Effect, I did absolutely pump up my abilities as a sniper rifle expert, but as a Vanguard who now has the ability to perform biotic charge, an increase in automatic weapons fire is vital. I'm going to stick with the Vindicator because we already have fully automatic with the SMG, so it's nice to have this burst option.
On the ceiling, more pods.
There must be hundreds of them. How many do you think are full?
Too many.
I detect no signs of life in the pod, Shepard. It is probable the victims inside died when the ship lost primary power.
Ugh. That's basically like being buried alive.
Commander, you gotta hear this. On a hunch, I asked Edie to run an analysis on this ship.
I compared the EM profile against data recorded by the original Normandy 2 years ago. They are an exact match.
The same ship dogging me for 2 years? Way beyond coincidence.
Something doesn't add up, Commander. Watch your back.
Look, we know I fluff the shit out of this game series, but the way the writers have built suspense in this mission is just, oh, chef's kiss. And we haven't even fired a shot yet.
The hell?
They could take every human in the Terminus systems and not have enough to fill these pods.
Earth. They have to be after Earth.
Not if we stop them.
There, on the platform, control panel.
Where are the bodies of the collector crew? careful, Shepard. Something doesn't feel right about this.
EDI, I'm setting up a bridge between you and the Collector ship. See if you can get anything useful from the databanks.
Data mine in progress, Shepard.
That can't be good.
I need answers fast. Status report, now.
What the hell just happened?
Major power surge. Everything went dark, but we're back up now.
I managed to divert the majority of the overload to non-critical systems. Shepard, it was not a malfunction. This was a trap.
We need a little help here, EDI.
I am having trouble maintaining connection. There's someone else in the system. Connection reestablished. I need to finish the download before I can override any systems.
Then you better get it done fast, EDI.
We've got company.
Hostiles! Easy enough! Ha!
1% complete.
Come on, EDI. Speed it up.
Another platform coming in. Here we go! You bet!
Got it!
I'm taking fire.
Assuming direct control.
Going to cover!
This terrain is reckless.
All mine!
I know I feel this.
Moving to target. Moving to point.
Engaging target.
On it. Right.
Yeah. Shepard.
You bet. Understood. Easy enough.
Shepard, you must manually reestablish my link to the command console. I have regained control of the platform, Shepard.
It's an understatement to say we would have been screwed without you, EDI. Great work.
I knew you wouldn't let us down, EDI.
I always work at optimal capacity.
Did you get what we needed?
I found data that would help us successfully navigate the Omega-4 relay. I have also found a Turian distress call that served as the lure for this trap. The collectors were the source. It is unusual.
Hey look, I'm no superhero, I'm not all-knowing, this is why I have a squad. I listen to my crew and I heed counsel. Tell us what you've learned, EDI.
What are you getting at?
Turian emergency channels have secondary encryption. It is present, but corrupted in the message. It is not possible that the elusive man would believe the distress call was genuine.
Why are you so sure?
I found the anomaly with Cerberus detection protocols. He wrote them.
He knew it was a trap? Why would he send us into a trap?
Oh, that is really damning. But here's the deal. I have played ball with the elusive man mostly to bide time. With that being said, there have been moments where I have fallen for the belief that we were in this together, but with each questionable action he has taken, that thinly veiled trust has slowly eroded away. It's difficult to say that this isn't a betrayal. Even if the recent stresses hadn't been piling up, enough is enough.
That son of a bitch sent us right into Collector hands.
It doesn't make sense for Cerberus to sell us out. It just doesn't.
There has to be some other explanation. The elusive man wouldn't do this to us. He just wouldn't.
Commander, we got another problem. The Collector ship is powering up.
You need to get out of there before their weapons come online. I'm not losing another Normandy.
I do not have full control of their systems. I will do what I can. Sending coordinates for shuttle extraction.
Come on, let's move.
This is why narratively I would also suggest it's a great idea to bring Miranda and Jacob with you on this mission, just so you can see their first-hand reactions to this. It lends a little extra plausibility to their eventual turn.
Around the corner, on your right.
Charge him up! On it! Got him.
You got it!
Sure thing.
How's that
Moving
one?
to target.
I'm on it.
Face your annihilation.
One left.
Have a nice trip.
Understood.
I'm not sure if it's just me, but the level design here is very Gears of War-like.
Not a
Lots
problem.
and lots of cover. Which is fine considering the sheer onslaught we're having to face.
I am opening a door on the far side of the room.
Oh god, we have to face one of these nightmares again.
Going
Take your
now.
heat off. All mine.
That was ineffective.
Excuse me, Miranda? Well, I mean, you could just go deal with it.
I'm on it. Engaging target.
Where the hell did it go? Oh.
Attack didn't work.
You know, I never realized just how critical Miranda is. And stay down.
Edie, we've got a problem here.
A temporary setback on firewall 3217. Rerouting commands through firewall 7164. I have successfully opened a door on the opposite wall. I will keep it open as long as I can.
Down there. That's where we came in.
We must be getting close to the end.
Up front.
Can't reach the target.
Right.
Understood. That one
Targeting.
hit. Not a problem.
This personally.
On it.
I'm on it.
Direct intervention is necessary.
Right. Get over.
Affirmative.
Can't target them.
All mine.
Going now.
Got a line. Nothing's gonna hurt me now.
Commander, I hate to rush you, but those weapons are about to come online. Might want to double time it, so we can leave before they blow the Normandy in half.
Right there. Enemy down. Enemy down.
We're out of time, Commander. We have to go.
You heard the man. Everybody onto the Normandy. Move!
Strap in, people. I'm gonna make them work for it this time. I can't dodge this guy forever, Edie. Get us the hell out of here.
Specify a destination, Mr. Moreau.
Anywhere that's not here.
Very well. Engaging Mass Effect core.
Call coming in from the Elusive Man, Commander. I figure you've got a few words for him, too.
Oh, he's mad.
Shepard, looks like Edie extracted some interesting data before the collector ship came back online.
Cut the crap. What the hell is going on?
Cut the act. You set us up, and you better have a damn good reason for it.
We needed information on the Omega-4 relay. That required direct access to Collector data. It was too good an opportunity to pass up.
Agreed. But I don't like surprises, especially when my ass is on the line.
I put you at risk, yes. But without that information, we don't reach the Collector homeworld, and you and every other human may as well be dead. It was a trap, but I was confident in your abilities. And don't forget Edie. The Collectors couldn't have anticipated her.
You could have told me the plan. You say I'm important, but you sure try hard to get me killed.
I needed the Collectors to believe they had the upper hand. Telling you could have tipped them off in any number of ways. Besides, I wouldn't have sent you in if I didn't think you could succeed.
Well, clearly you don't know me if you think you could use me or my people like that. Never again. You hear me?
You have one job. Information. If I can't trust your intel, you're useless to me.
It's never that simple. You of all people should know that.
I know that I'll be a lot more careful. With the Collectors, and with you.
This is no time for petty grudges. Things are about to get a lot tougher. Edie confirmed our suspicions. The Reapers and Collector ships use an advanced identify friend-foe system that the relays recognize. All we need to do is get our hands on one of those IFFs.
You know, considering the situation, I think the snark here is very much warranted.
I was just on the Collector ship. Why didn't you say anything about finding their IFF?
As I said, Edie just confirmed it. Besides, you wouldn't have had time to find and extract it. But we have options. An Alliance science team recently determined that the Great Rift on the planet Klendigan is actually an impact crater from a mass accelerator weapon. A very old mass accelerator. I sent a team to find either the weapon or its target. They found both. The weapon was defunct, but it helped us plot the flight path of the intended target, a 37-million-year-old derelict Reaper. We found it damaged and trapped in the gravity of a brown dwarf.
Aren't brown dwarfs basically stars that didn't quite make it?
Simply put, but accurate. They're gas giants that don't quite have the masses of stars. Expect gale force winds and extremely high temperatures. The Reaper has a mass effect field that keeps it in orbit, likely an automated response to the external threats. It's stable, but I won't call it safe.
I saw what Sovereign did to the Citadel fleet. Hard to imagine anything could stop something that powerful.
This vessel is a relic from a battle waged while mammals took their first steps on Earth. There's no trace of the species that took the shot. Perhaps it was their one moment of defiance before being wiped out.
Even without me being pissed off at him, I am all too aware of there always being a catch.
I get the feeling this isn't going to be a simple swing by and pick up our package.
We lost contact with Dr. Chandana's team shortly after they boarded. Initial reconnaissance revealed no clues, and it was too risky to commit more resources. But now we need that IFF. I'll forward the coordinates to Joker. In the meantime, I suggest you tell your crew I didn't risk their lives unnecessarily. It will make things easier going forward.
Edie, tell the crew to assemble. We've got a lot to talk about.
Of course, Shepard.
So the elusive man didn't sell us out. Could have fooled me.
Lied to us, used us, needed access to the Collector databanks. Necessary risk.
Yeah, I still don't like it though. I live that life constantly. Necessary risk isn't something that I take lightly.
He tries something like that again and the Collectors will be the least of his problems. Edie, are you sure this IFF is going to work?
My analysis is accurate, Shepard. I have also determined the approximate location of the Collector homeworld, based on navigational data from their vessel.
That can't be right.
I've really learned to trust Edie after this encounter. It has to be right.
Edie doesn't make mistakes. The Collector homeworld is located somewhere in the galactic core.
Can't be. The core is just black holes and exploding suns. There are no habitable planets there.
Could be an artificial construction, space station protected by powerful mass effect fields and radiation shields.
Even the Collectors don't have that kind of technology.
That is true, Miranda, but we mustn't forget that our real enemies are the Reapers.
The Collectors are just servants of our real enemy, and we've all seen what their masters are capable of. They built the mass relays and the Citadel. Who's to say they can't build a space station surrounded by black holes? No wonder nobody's ever returned from a trip through the Omega-4 mass relay.
The logical conclusion is that a small safe zone exists on the far side of the relay, a region where ships can survive. Standard relay transit protocols would not allow safe transport. Drift of several thousand kilometers is common, and would be fatal in the galactic core. The Reaper IFF must trigger the relay to use more advanced encrypted protocols.
Well, as we all know, Mykul Shepard definitely doesn't think straight when he's seeing red. Recent events have him in a pretty poor mood, so the impulsivity is coming out.
This thing is our best shot at getting through the Omega-4 relay. We have to try.
It's a derelict Reaper. What if the Collectors are waiting for us? We may want to build up our team before we take that kind of risk.
I'm also getting really close and learning to trust Miranda, so I'm glad that she brought me down a little bit there. Nonetheless, I need to think about this.
Tough choice. Continue to build up the team, or go investigate the derelict Reaper.
It's your call, Commander. Whatever you decide, we're with you.
Legion?
Wait, what?
Shepard, Commander. We require access to data stored within the old machine.
Give me the details.
We believe we can assume control of the Reaper's data core.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because he's supposed to be on the derelict Reaper. That's where we recruit him without this mod. Cool. Anyways, yeah, I think interacting with the Reaper isn't necessarily a good idea, Legion.
That sounds dangerous.
We understand the theory. We judge it likely to be successful, but your concern is reasonable.
All right. How much do you know about the derelict Reaper?
When you disappeared, we were sent to find you. When organic transmissions claimed your death, we were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future.
But?
We did not know the location. We had not yet reached consensus. We were damaged.
It really helps working with others, Legion, wouldn't you say?
That's why it helps to have allies.
Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed.
After listening to everybody's counsel and calming down a little bit, it appears that yes, working on the crew and making sure we're prepared is definitely a priority at the moment. So, considering we haven't actually done any upgrades to the ship yet, let's go and do what we can right now.
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the Collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
Why don't you refresh my memory?
Personally led a team, created new version of genophage, released it on Tuchanka, other colonies, restabilized Krogan population.
Nice job. I can see why Cerberus brought you on board.
Very difficult, yes. Complex work to stabilize population. Mistake could have wiped out species. Glad to see you understand. Had to be done.
Look, I support the Krogan, and I'm trying not to judge, but why are you telling me this?
So what does your old job have to do with needing my help?
Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
Okay, I'll do what I can. I think I've decided that working on the squad, whilst I contemplate our next move, is the best course of action right now. So let's head to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Blood Pack. Talk to them or clan chief.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the Collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Seriously though, I can't say enough good about her right now. Edie saved us, and that is not up for debate.
An AI on board is proving to be very useful.
The Elusive Man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Since we're heading to Tuchanka, we will go check in with Grunt, as he has also been asking for help.
Chambers said you're tearing up the place. Something wrong?
Something is wrong, Shepard. I feel wrong. Tense. I just want to kill something. With my hands. More so than usual. Like it's not my choice. Like I just want to... I don't know. See? Why do that? What's wrong?
You actually have no idea? I'm new to this whole tank bread thing. Most organisms do develop their own personal insights into figuring out what might be wrong with themselves. Also, did O'Keir not mention anything?
O'Keir didn't imprint anything to help you figure this out?
I see pictures of old battles, voices of warlords. But this is a blood haze in my head. I want control. When we're moving, fighting, I focus. But here my blood screams, my plates itch, and even you are just noise. I'm tank-born. What is this?
I think even though EDI has been taking a lot of W's recently, it's very obvious that we're going to need a Krogan's opinion, and as I said, we're heading to Tachanka, so let's go find out and get to the bottom of this.
Don't know if I can help, Grunt. Sounds like we need one of your kind to look into this.
Most off-world Krogan are warriors. Doctors don't leave the homeworld, Tachanka. I won't ask you to go there. I will control this.
Joker can get us to the Krogan homeworld. I need everyone at their best.
Thank you, Shepard. I don't like this. Fury is my choice, not a sickness.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. As I said at the beginning of this video, this has been quite the journey so far, and I'm really, really appreciative of those who have been part of this. This includes my wonderful members who, as always, get a shout out here on the end page. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, the level 1 membership does provide you with these excellent Mass Effect inspired emojis. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell notification icon to be informed of the next one. Keela Salam, my friends, and until next time.
I should go.